A couple of days ago, I spoke to Jerome Stoll, who is Executive Vice President and Chief Performance Officer for Sales and Marketing at Renault. That's the global Renault. And we chatted about the car maker's operation. Let's have a look at some of that conversation.
Actually, we are not new in this market. Africa, for us, it's 13% market share already. But we are stronger in the north of Africa and weaker in terms of market share in the sub-Saharan countries and South Africa. So in our midterm plan, we have a huge ambition to develop ourselves worldwide, and obviously this south part of Africa is something that interests us much.
What's your approach when you go into a new country? Do you set up a dealership? Do you get agents? What's the principle?
It depends. It depends. We may decide to invest by ourselves, for instance in Brazil, where we are investing in a plant. Then we have developed our own network, and we have developed an independent network as well. We may decide to work with a partner, like in Turkey. We have been with partner for a very long time, more than 40 years, and this is exactly the case in South Africa, where we expect to keep on going with the partner that we have been working with since 20 years.
Let's look at yourself. You've said that there are two number twos. The one looks at the engineering and the manufacturing side. You look at selling the cars.
Thierry Bolloré is my counterpart in the company, reporting to Carlos Ghosn, and he's in charge of developing all the products. I mean, starting from design, then engineering, then manufacturing, with purchasing under his responsibility, and he has all the programs and product lineup under his responsibility. My responsibility is to transform what he has done into a business, sustainable and profitable business throughout all the countries in the world. So I have a responsibility for all the region of Renault to transform this business, this development in the business.
What was your route to this? How did you start in the business?
I have been with Renault for more than 30 years, and I did plenty of jobs from purchasing, business development. I used to work in Nigeria in my early days, and then more recently I took over the activity of Samsung in Korea, where I spent 6 years in Korea just to develop the Renault activities in Korea. You know that Samsung Motors had some difficulties over there. They have invested a lot of money, but eventually the business did not run properly. So we took over, and now we have a very strong base in Korea. And so I spent some time there. I spent some time in Brazil, in South America. So I have a very large experience in business and also engineering in Renault.
Big picture, how well is Renault doing? You're competing with Nissan as part of the same stable, yet you cooperate with each other. But let's look at the Renault brand. What shape are you in, and how do you know that you're doing well?
Now, Renault is doing quite well now because when you look just numbers, because it's the easiest way to measure it, by the first half of this year, we have increased our volume by 4.7%. So it's doing well, especially when you look at where we are located in terms of business. We are not yet in the most growing markets, which are United States and China. We are not. United States, we are not at all. China, we are a very small operator, very small player, so we cannot enjoy the full growth of this country. So we are operating in other countries, in the rest of the world, where the growth is less. So when I look at our growth, 4.7% volume, it's to be compared with 3% increase on the market. So we are gaining market share in all these different places.
Let's look at South Africa. My impression is it's a highly competitive market. I'm told that for a single country, as opposed to a group of countries like Europe, we have more brands and models within those brands than anywhere else. So Renault in South Africa, my impression is that it's grown recently. Give me the state of play there.
There is no easy market in the world anymore. It does not exist anymore. So South Africa is like other markets. We have to be good if we want to succeed. And actually, where I'm very pleased with our operation in South Africa is because we have been growing over the last 18 months by 72%, with passenger and car. We have been the fastest growing brand in South Africa over the very recent period of time. So I'm very pleased with that, and it came from the fact that we have renewed completely our lineup with the introduction of Clio, which is behind me, and you can see that this car is very attractive by itself. But we brought also a Sandero, we brought also Duster, the 4x4 pickup, and 4x4 car, sorry, SUV, and we brought also the new Megane. So we have now a very comprehensive and understandable lineup, which apparently attract many customers in South Africa.
Price is very important, and you see a lot of advertising where people are trying to get sales through balloon payments, through giving you cash back and so on. Do you have a particular philosophy on price?
Oh, yes, I have. I want to sell my car for the value it represents. I don't want to start with discount. I want to explain what my product is, because there is plenty of value behind this product. And we have some USP, unique selling point, that we want to show to the customer before starting from the price. And then after, the customer will look by itself whether the price is a good price or not a good price. I think one of the strengths of the brand here in South Africa is the fact that we are not piling up all the options on the basic price. We have an all-include offer which satisfies a lot of customers, and I think that the best answer is our growing market share.
That was Jerome Stoll. He's the Executive Vice President and Chief Performance Officer for Sales and Marketing at Renault.